Clinic, located in Rodney Bay at the Providence Medical Center on the same floor as Lusolec.
Introducing Digicel's all-new prepaid Prime Ultra bundles that give you more value for your money, packed with more unused data than ever before, which rolls over once you auto-renew. Enjoy endless social data to text on Snapchat, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Entertainment data for the apps you love, Netflix, Spotify, YouTube, and TikTok. Plus, endless Digicel to Digicel calls on all bundles. Minutes for other local calls and regional and international minutes on the 5-day Prime Ultra bundle or higher. You never miss a beat. Activate a Digicel Prime Ultra bundle today in the My Digicel app for as low as $6.99. Digicel, better connected to the best LTE network.
On Saturday, June 14th at the Pavilion in Rodney Bay, join Hollywood HP for a once-in-a-lifetime celebration as we journey through 25 years behind the decks and 15 years on stage as an artist.
Hollywood.
It's Hollywood Town. June 15th, relive the vibes with timeless tracks. Hollywood's House is the biggest house party to hit St. Lucia. Get ready to dance, reminisce, and create new memories. Tickets are $80. VIP pay $200. Available at Cell Outlets and Four Circles online. Be part of the biggest house party, Hollywood's House. On Saturday, June 14th from 8 p.m. at the Pavilion in Rodney Bay.
Dream big, make it your own. Home Sweet gets you any style of home. Unlock your home's potential with VOSL's Home Flex Equity line of credit. Set up your Airbnb, chase your travel dreams, or start a side hustle. Access up to 80% of your home's value, a $75,000 VOSL Visa credit card, and home improvement discounts. Terms apply. Act now.
VOSL. Moms really do deserve it all. And this May, Massey Store's Home is giving Mom the rest and relaxation she deserves. It's the Treat Mom with Whirlpool giveaway. Spend $500 or more on any Whirlpool appliance for your chance to win a day pass for two to Bay Gardens Beach Resort and Spa. 6 lucky moms will win. Plus, enjoy up to 30% off on select items store-wide. Offer ends May 31st. Terms and conditions apply. Massey Store's Home. Your way to a beautiful home.
With Smart Submit, say goodbye to the hassle and hello to convenience. Don't waste time on risk errors submitting C3 forms to the NIC. Go online. Submit your NIC C3 forms from anywhere at any time. It's simple, convenient, and secure. Smart Submit is the smart choice. Still doing it the old way? Maybe it's time to wake up. Make the smart choice with Smart Submit, the smarter way to submit your C3 form. Visit us online at www.stlucianic.org for more information. NIC, for the benefit of us all.
This and every Sunday, let me take you back. I'm Miguel Favre, and I'll be your guide through the sounds that never get old. It's Golden Grooves, 2 hours of soulful classics, slow jams, and stories behind the music you love. Sundays, 3 to 5 p.m., only on RCI. Let's make your Sunday afternoon feel real good.
Back down memory lane, I see you standing there.
Fresh styles just arrived at Access at Baywalk Mall. Your wardrobe upgrade starts here. From chic jeans and linen pants to flirty floral dresses, rompers, and stylish fashion sets, we've got everything you need. Rock brunch wear, sleek bodysuits, and stunning bodycon dresses in all sizes, including our 1+ size collection. Complete your look with must-have straw handbags and office bags. Find us at Access at Baywalk Mall for the moments that matter.
My girl, you know what they say about Fruitissimo, eh? But no, you know what they say about Fruitissimo? My girl, you know what they say about Fruitissimo?
Boy, that's the most makes us currency, you know.
So what do the experts say about Fruitsy Sea Moss? Apart from tasting great, Fruitsy Sea Moss is full of natural goodness your body needs. Sea moss is good for your skin, rich in vitamins and minerals, promotes and improves intimacy, boosts your immune system and lung function, suppresses appetite and increases weight loss, anti-inflammatory, and helps to improve blood count. Sea moss is rich in nutrients, which boosts your metabolism and increases energy levels, and is grown, harvested, and manufactured right here in the community of Prale.
And that's what they say about Fruitissimo. Unless you say something else.
Fruitsy Sea Moss, you know what they say.
This is the Caribbean Sound. Radio Caribbean International. Number one.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Lettre for today, Wednesday, May 14th, 2025. I am your host, Miguel, aka Butu. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. As you can hear, my voice is, excuse me, not all there. Those of you who are tuned in for or looking forward to Youth Unplugged last Thursday, I'd like to apologize for my absence because I was on a mission and then the flu caught up with me. So I was gone for essentially the entire weekend. Uh, and Golden Grooves actually did not go to church on Sunday and did town come for Golden Grooves, but then my body just could not have taken it. But I'm back. I'm getting there. Let me shout out to those of you who join us on the Facebook Live. One Pound Hippolyte. It says Team RCI, and we say, hey! One Pound Hippolyte is our official Facebook usher, along with the darling Myro. And he's shouting out our people, Alina Tobier, Kayla Smith, Tasha Love, Tara Esper, Stephanie Pierre, Dudu Darling Myro, Laniqua Batiste, Zara. Hey Tara, good afternoon to you and all those of you joining us on the Facebook Live. And of course, our WhatsApp line 724-0008. Shout out to the Northwest crew, always locked in every Wednesday. The Lettre, Winsbert, Mark, George, David, TK, and Yellow. Because I tell you who that Yellow is. I don't know if it's my partner, Edsel. If it's not Edsel, but big up to you, Edsel. Down at Northwest. Now, Northwest, I come and see also. There's something I'm looking for. I hope you all have it. Good afternoon to all the bus drivers around the island. We're starting with Grosley, Moshi, Babono, Corinth, Grand Riviere. All areas of Babono, Kako, we forested drivers. Union, Babono, same thing. Entrepot, Independent City, T. Rocher, bus drivers locked in, all the Marshall bus drivers. Rock Hall, Pave, good afternoon to you. The Mon, Cicero, Goodlands, Jackmel, Ancillary, Canneries, Choiseul, all parts of Choiseul, Soufre, Salty Bus, all the way, Foster Jacques, all the way down to Oje, Labry, Mark, Semi-Mark, Dance, Lagras. I get the Bexel drivers here as well. Big up the Bexel drivers. And the Dennery drivers, all those going to the village and those going to the valley. Good afternoon to you, Miku, Monrepo, Dairy Sobers drivers. VA4, those traveling the VA4 route, good afternoon to you. Be safe on the road, all you drivers, bus drivers, taxi drivers, coaster drivers, all drivers, be safe in these wet conditions. Shout out to my Black Monocular, Lysander Rages on the Facebook Live. Big up my boy Kelvin Charles. Big up to you. Amanda Charles, good afternoon. Locked in. Family, Mark Sherman, and I have to tell you, man, I tell you, official ushers on our Facebook Live at £1 and $2 my rate. Stephanie, she says, Team RCI, and we say, hey, Bernie, early today, good afternoon to you. So, Mark, take your case up. Take your case up. Lysander, good afternoon. Yes, Millet locked in, and the Millet drivers. I forgot you guys. Good afternoon. Our financial institutions. Fix. Good afternoon to you. Hey, Portis, I'm sorry. Luckily, minibus passing just outside. I forget that is my bad. Brothers, big up all the luxury drivers. All of y'all. All of y'all. All y'all drivers in the country. Good afternoon to you. Oh my, how can I forget luxury, man? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. I will not forget. You know how long I was putting a list of other people I have to shout out. I feel bad because I might not remember. So I was saying the financial institutions. Good afternoon to you. Fix Financial Investment Consultancy Services and Carrot, of course, is subsidiary ECFH Bank of St. Lucia. My bank, First Caribbean, FCIB, CIBC, First National Bank, Republic Bank, the offshore banks, and our credit unions, of course, Shanu Credit Union, Elks Credit Union, Library, Workers Credit Union, the Farmers Credit Union. Why missing Empress Isa has just joined us. Let me put her mic. Let me put your mic on. Let me put your mic on. Wait. I'm missing what? Wait. Let me see that's wrong. Talk, let me hear you.
Hospitality Credit Union.
No, that's really? Oh, talk, let me hear you.
Hello.
You're hearing Liza. Tell me if you're hearing Isa. Tell me if you're hearing Liza. Give us a mic check. No. Hello? Yeah, I'll try the other mic. Here I go. Let me try.
Hello.
Yes, we got you here, Meg.
Okay.
All right.
Hospitality
Credit Liza.
And also, I have to say happy belated birthday to the proprietor of Winner's Charming. He celebrated his birthday yesterday in all that rain. But we consider it as showers of blessings because when you bless, you well bless.
Well
Okay,
blessed.
so happy belated birthday to you. Thank you so much for doing business with the RCI family. We do appreciate you. I appreciate you. And he was so kind enough to drop by and provide me with a slice of his tasty birthday cake. I was wondering if that was a wedding cake because let me tell you, the presentation on that was like, whoa, that tasting so delicious.
I don't want to. I do not
Hello.
want to.
Hello. They say when you talk about things, that means it have to be on repeat. So that means I need another. I need another take on that. I need to have a second opinion on that. So that means you need to drop by again.
I love it, Team okay, I want to hear you. Hey, we have Black Flamingo in the house. My darling Morella, you're always locked in to let Black Flamingo in the house. Yes, my darling. Team RCI, hey, big up. Let Chevron Mondays, big up to you, my brother. Good afternoon. Kendra J. Palace, good afternoon to you, my darling. Rennick Airy still watching from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada.
Okay.
Talk to me, my girl.
Also like to big up Wormsy, Tall, Alan, Dada, Ozzy, Mr. Roots. Big up.
You know what I like this?
Big up.
You know what I like this? You know what happened? I'm going to announce it now. I'm probably going to get my dental work done for free because I have to remind you to pick up Andre's dental lab. Andre, you're listening? Yeah, I come and check y'all just now, but then check out to put something in the back of my mouth. It messed up my spine.
Big up Andre's dental. You're always locked on.
Sarah, good afternoon. You're locked on, my darling. Good afternoon to you. And of course, first time callers to let that.
You all need to identify yourself. People, this time around, our phone lines are ready to go. we fixed that issue because last Wednesday we were getting a lot of calls, but we were not able to get the sound to come through.
I just have a question for my own sanity. Was the problem me or was it?
No, no, it was the phone.
Yeah. So
It was the phone. It was
good.
a
So
issue
I
with
have problems.
it was a technical issue. So yes, so get ready to call. Get ready. Make sure. Yeah, man. We're ready for you all.
I think we laid on the laws now before. So when we get to the letter,
We
we
just
get
still have
the
to
letter.
remind them.
Yeah, we have to
We
remind
still have to remind them. Trust me.
I was just apologize earlier for not making it because that thing you tell me stay away from you already. So I
You
even
need
know
to
why
stay
you
away.
want to come mic closer to me.
Because I'm
That-
somebody as long as it's something where it's in routine, that's what it is.
All right, well, you know what happened?
So I even changing my
I was
seat
strong,
to
I
pal.
was strong. But you know, I talked to him a few months ago.
What's that?
My wife hate to hear it, but vector carrier.
Vector
I
carrier.
live with a teacher and a student. And
Yes.
by virtue of me in my office all the time, I don't really interact with people like I used to all over the place in the news. I am not susceptible to getting the flu as often as I would before. So it's only a teacher and a student can bring it home for me. So she vex every time I see her, but it's not me. So that's what had me down here. That's what had me. I don't have no voice. I have no
All
voice.
them will catch the virus.
Zara Team RCI. Hey! Monica Gabriel, good afternoon. Barbados in the house.
Barbados is in the house.
Calvin, Calvin, my boy says Team RCI. Hey! Big up Migs and Empress Eyes are the place to be on a Wednesday afternoon. You know it's 101.1 FM only a Wednesday afternoon and every afternoon, especially Wednesday. Is I big up myself. Whoever else go put their shows. But you know, Team RCI, we always here to entertain you, giving you the best in local content. There's a hole in your pocket, dear Liza, dear Liza. There's a hole in your pocket.
Somebody literally wrote that.
Dear Liza. Now, all the holes before, except the last one, HOLE. That one is a WHOLE. So it's a whole hole. Rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up, love. Maria Bonaparte, good afternoon to you. She's from Montreal.
Hey,
Canada's house. Oh, I tell you, there are people watching from all through Africa. Time we had Golden Goose from all that side of the world.
My lover. Let me
The
tell
best- the
you,
best part about
never
him-
underestimate the Caribbean sound. you know.
International.
If at some point in time we could have gotten person from Afghanistan in time of ISIS reaching out to us, then what are you telling me? Are you not top station?
Top,
101.1 with the baddest.
Bad S.
Eh.
Now, look, boy, Zara just remind me who giving the horn in the letter today. I guess we have to get the randomizer. And put it up.
How you so sure it's about on
I
today?
don't know.
Huh? How you so sure it's about on?
Yeah, let me put the randomizer up so that I better not select free today. I say it now. Hey. Now, letter one. That's all right. Now, dial me. The randomizer. Letter one is blue. Letter two is red. Letter three is yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me it's primary colors.
Yeah, that's the main color.
Hey, who giving the horn in letter today? You go find out. You go find out, Sarah. Now, Sarah, the proper pronunciation. Is it just Sarah or Sahara? As in Sahara with a Z. Masa. It's an interesting name. I've seen two of them on Facebook already. No, you're not on the mic, Liza. It's only me. Yes, you, man. Liza, I don't know why she's not a pretty empress like you with the big uncle like glasses and and them earrings my grandmother used to wear them golden fin gold earrings.
Let me tell you, and
Those are
I'm
very
so thankful for those old people
Okay, let me
jewelry.
tell you the last one.
I love it. They are heirlooms. It won't be sold at any point in time. It could be down on my tooth, but it won't be selling,
You
pal.
hear that? You hear that? Misty Floyd, big up Pips. Good afternoon. Let me tell you, Liza, how was Jazz?
Jazz, I had plenty jazz. I was jazzing it up on my bed, pal.
Oh, so you were on the field, playing the field, or being on the field.
I had all musical items you could think of in
Musical-
Dreamland.
Okay.
Yes, pal.
Yeah, I missed it myself. But, oh, look. I loved it.
But
fact that people like, oh, let me
from
tell
what
you,
I from what I heard, from what I've heard, from what I understood, it was a
as a
success.
first job that you
Everybody great reviews. Only hiccup I got from persons that I spoke to who went to all the main stage events was the fact of poor planning when it comes to the traffic, the accessing
I,
of the venue and the
oh,
different drop off
really?
points and stuff. They said they need to go back to the drawing board with that because it was very chaotic for them. But apart from that, it was a
Let,
wonderful experience.
boy, well, let me tell you,
So kudos
I will tell you
to the
something.
government of St. Lucia.
So you know, I sell my car, right? So I was on bicycle for the weekend.
That's
So yeah, don't worry. My next thing there, don't worry, don't worry.
what?
So
Eh, eh.
I had bicycle on the weekend.
Uh,
So my next week my uncle Caprices was riding up and down. But I'll tell you the point I want to get to is that for the first time though,
mhm,
I did not see that build-up of traffic during the hours where you find people going to the jazz.
mhm.
There was a little traffic in the afternoon. The normal it is, but I didn't find that the traffic was that unmanageable. I would say kudos to the police officers. Although anyway, that was police officer issue. Some of these young police officers need to behave themselves, have some better customer service. But kudos to the police for the traffic management because from my vantage point, and I rode from Kappa State all the way down past the Fish Island Gap
Mm.
and there was not that build up that line of traffic that you would normally see during jazz.
Okay.
You know, that's probably because I wasn't there this year.
That boy, that boy
Yes.
just get me on my nerves sometimes. A vague.
So
Uh-uh.
Zara, tell me, Zara, like in the clothing store, Zara made it. So you give me the pronunciation. Is it Zahara or Zara? Mama Eleba, good afternoon to you. Bertie Jones, good afternoon to you. Welcome to Lettre. Lettre. Yes. But just how we get into we're going to choose our letter from the randomizer just now. So let's get into the shout outs one more time. Remember, folks, you can send us shout outs to 724 our WhatsApp
Yes,
platform.
yeah, man, for sure. Let's big up our girls at Access. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Big up
Access.
Happy and his crew over at Access. Yes.
Hey, my people.
And let me say, the people carnival is coming in a hurry, full effect. So you'll need to go down to Access. Let me tell you, I was there on Saturday. Yes, Saturday was and I bought a nice romper there. Let me tell you, some of the outfits. Let me tell you, just amazing about Access, pal. And let me tell you the price. Hello. Nowadays, people, you all know the tariffs high on chin them days, pal. So the kind of ordering kind of way. So you all need to go along to Access. Baywalk Mall, people. Yes, you need to go there. But let me tell you, the quality of clothes, it's important.
Pretty Slim Killer, Pretty Slim Master. She said, big up the stolen time stuff. You don't even know when that changed the name. When last year, some boy tell me stolen. I seen the boy if I should sing stolen time. Say,
That's
where's that?
formerly known as
Rendezvous?
rendezvous.
And formerly known as couples. You're too young to know.
Well, it's me. I like when you say I'm too young to know things, but it is what it is.
It's what it is.
Yes.
This is the first one I get. Oh, I can't remember which I said first. Zara or Zara?
You said Sahara or Zara?
She says the first one. So I'm asking. I can't remember again. It makes you a house arrest in that heat. But I arrest myself. I arrest myself. You know, boy, you know, that's the vibe from people from jazz. Right? You see the euphoria. Same as last year, the euphoria is not done. It's anxiety getting bigger. Yeah.
So that means we can anticipate the bigger artists.
Yeah.
So we could have like Chris Brown, or people like Mariah Carey. We could have, yeah, man, bigger.
We got to put it.
That Vibes Cartel.
Because everybody got to pay. No, yeah.
You check it?
Yeah,
man.
Anyway, so you know what happened? After the work, I take it. The work. He went
Of
up to
course.
Bodley. He talked to the boys.
Yes.
guys
Also
inside
at the Boys Training
Boys Training
Center.
Center.
His contribution over the Boys Training Center, I got an opportunity to have a listening, and it was spectacular. It was very much inspiring. It was very much heartfelt, and it was very much heart wrenching. Let me tell you.
If we get that, if I could be a component of our jazz every year,
And
especially the Caribbean artists that
the
come down.
way he also spoke about his mom, let me tell you.
Yeah,
Girl,
take it easy. We will do the work.
mhm. Kudos to young brother, man.
Yeah, man. Stolen Time was Malabar as well. Okay, thank you for that. That Mystic Brown says Misty Floyd and Misty Brown. I'd love to see Chris Brown.
Me too. I want him to perform the whole 11-11. Hello. I don't mind.
Yes,
Yeah, I don't mind.
Texas in the house. Lucas King. Team RCI. Hey. Good afternoon to you. Yeah, man. I want to see not only a singer. So you go into the ads just now.
Also want to big up Tire Zone Warren team.
Oh yeah, Warren, big up you, big up to
Tire
you.
Zone, yes.
And my boy Warren, a long time ago. Let me
Big
tell
up
you,
Warren.
them days were fun. Team RCI, yeah. Good afternoon, Veronica here. She wants to start her pizza night WhatsApp group to her aunt. Get well soon to her cousin. Mwah, mwah. Good afternoon to you, Veronica. Please, I want to invite you to the pizza night WhatsApp group. Right? Nothing more than pizza. Now, as we, yes, well, let me shout out Kendra again. Let me tell you, you ever eat Matt's pizza in Grove today?
Hello, that's my spot.
Garçon.
That is my spot.
Garçon, my daughter love that.
You have
place.
not tasted pizza if you haven't been to Patty's joint in Grove.
Yes.
You
Big
need
up,
to be
big
there.
up.
Yeah,
Pizza
man.
crew. Veronica, now, I'm laughing. Veronica, I want to invite you to your pizza night, yeah? I want to invite to your pizza night WhatsApp group too.
Also, big up your tasty bites over for
yeah.
sure. All your dals, all your fish and fries, your burgers. Your tasty bites.
Hey, my Yasma St. Ash boy, let me tell you the banana bread. We have a shortage of banana bread at RCI Yasma. So you need to bring that. The bread box 758. Yes, Yasma, I hope you're listening. You're listening. Somebody will pass the message on. Anybody pass the message on to Yasma and her silent partner. We want some more banana bread. My bounty banana bread I want. Yes, Tracy Jones, good afternoon to you. All right, so we're going to go into an ad in a bit. Our ad break in a bit, and we will have the randomizer choose a letter for us. We have 2 here written by men and 1 from a woman. Let's hope it's for a man this time. I mean, the odds are in favor of the men. So let's hope that the randomizer do a trick like we did last week. They drop on number 3 and the week before number 3 too. Just about a minute to go before we get into our ad break. I remind you that Lettre is brought to you by Fruitsy Sea Moss, and you know what they say. You know what they say about Fruitsy.
Sea Moss, that is.
Yeah. That's it. You know what happened? I have to try buy a Fruitsy and add a little bounty.
Let me tell you, persons who haven't tried the 7 flavors of Fruitsy Simos, you're missing out. And you'll have to learn to support local. And Fruitsy Simos have been there for eons, even before Simos was a big thing. Fruitsy has been there. So big up Mr. Serrier and his team over at well, not over at all, but down in Kuala. Yeah, man. Big up Mr. Serrier and his team. Donna, the Blackberry. I'll see Donna miss. Hey,
the black and the berry, the sweet of the juice.
That is one pretty black shabby.
Yeah, let's keep it rated. Yeah, let's keep it rated. That's not tough. All right, we get to the ad break now.
And my girl, you know what they say about Fruitsy Simos, eh? But no, you know what they say about Fruitsy Simos. My girl, you know what they say about Fruitsy Simos?
Boy, that Simos makes us currency.
So what do the experts say about Fruitsy Sea Moss? Apart from tasting great, Fruitsy Sea Moss is full of natural goodness your body needs. Sea moss is good for your skin, rich in vitamins and minerals, promotes and improves intimacy, boosts your immune system and lung function, suppresses appetite and increases weight loss, anti-inflammatory, and helps to improve blood count. Sea moss is rich in nutrients, which boosts your metabolism and increases energy levels. It is grown, harvested, and manufactured right here in the community of Raleigh.
And that's what they say about Fruitsy Seamers. Unless you say something else.
Fruitsy Seamos, you know what they say.
But imagine, sometimes it's feeling like there's only 2 days in the week. Yesterday was Monday, and look at that Friday afternoon. So hear that. Do you have a talent or skill that you can turn into a business idea? Well, don't sleep on you, my youth. Get your business started today. The Youth Economy Agency will guide you. Provide funding. Yes, sister, provide funding. Plus training to run your business profitably. Yo, go online now to start living the St. Lucian dream. Just one click and boom, you're in business.
50 years, standing strong. What's in the shop for so long? Don't bring independence here today. We is every day. Crossing the leg out of your front down. We've been holding it down. To the heights and the lows, we always there. It's a celebration, no yeah. Who bring the vibes? The brewery so nice. The brewery. A legacy brew, the future inspired. Cheers to the brewery. Who bring the vibes? The brewery so nice. The brewery. A legacy brew, the future inspired. Cheers to the brewery. Oh, oh. Cheers to 50 years of the brewery. Oh, oh. Heineken Solution Limited.
The thought of a vehicle loan can be scary. Would I qualify? High interest rates, monthly installments? Step into the Solution Workers Credit Union today and drive to Jazz. Our friendly loan officers are here to help you. With interest rates starting at just 5.5% for vehicle loan, your dream car is closer than you think. Imagine stepping outside to find your new car waiting for you. With a minimum of $500 in permanent shares, you can drive away fully financed. Our Drive to Jazz initiative runs from March to May 2025. And don't forget to ask about our Jazzy loans. For more information, call or visit any of our locations today. Terms and conditions apply.
This cannot be happening right now. My interview is in 20 minutes.
Julia had one job. Get there. But it looks like her battery life was low. And now, instead of sealing the deal at a future dream job, she's going to be stuck working in a 2x4 sized cubicle next to Tanya, who talks too much, and Stinky Fit Steve indefinitely. Don't be like Julia. Make sure you get what you need to with the all-new Maximo battery. Available island-wide at all automotive art stores and leading gas stations and park shops. The all-new Maximo battery now comes with an up to 2-year full replacement warranty for installation and free maintenance check at Automotive Art. The all-new Maximo battery. Get there.
We are back with Lettre. Welcome. And we are about to choose our letter to the randomizer. You ready, Lisa?
Yeah.
All right. So you know how it goes. We have letters 1, 2, and 3, and the wheel will spin, and it shall choose a letter for us. So we are about to spin and put that screen to us later. All right. Let's go. Letter.
One.
All right. You got it. You've chosen letter one. All right. Oh, you see the odds were again. The odds were in the favor of the men today. Letter one. So I guess that's on me to read. All right.
Remember, Let Lie is rated E for everybody.
Everyone.
So please keep it clean. And if you're going to call, the number is 452-3046. Or you could reach us on WhatsApp, which is 724-0008. Remember, we're respecting each and everybody's opinion. You could speak with lots of passion, but just keep it clean.
Keep it clean and everyone ish.
So
All right.
make
All right. Migs, I don't want to sound petty, but I need to ask this out loud. I've been with this woman for about a year now. Everything good, no major drama. She respectful, good to me. We don't fight, we communicate. She told me from the start she came out of something real toxic. A man who cheated, manipulated her, and left her emotionally drained. So I always try to be different. I don't pressure her. I don't raise my voice. I don't even ask too much questions when she's saying she's going out. I trust her. But lately, I'm noticing something. We'll be scrolling through TikTok or Facebook together, and when a certain name pop up, she freeze or she suddenly close the app. One time I heard his voice in a reel she was watching, and she locked the phone so fast it actually made me laugh, but it also raised a flag. So I asked her straight, "You still checking him?" She said no. She said she's just dealing with the trauma that his voice alone triggers her. But Migs, if you done it for man, why you still following him? That's a good question. Why every time he puts something she accidentally watching it, quote unquote accidentally? Why you locking your phone like you just get caught? She says she keeping tabs for closure. That's a contradiction. But closure don't need TikTok. Closure don't need to scroll through a man's comments or like his pictures months after you're done. And now I notice in little things. She used to send me good morning messages first. Now it's me sending first all the time. We used to talk about everything. Now she always tired or in a mood. And the truth is, I don't want to be that man that accusing a woman who's doing nothing wrong. But I also don't want to wake up one day and realize I was just a safe place she ran to while she's still watching another man from afar. Mix, I've been cheated on before. I know what it feel like. Me too. This don't feel like that, but it also don't feel fully right. So I asking you, if she not physically cheating, but still emotionally tied to her ex, is that betrayal too? Duh. Is emotional loyalty just as important as physical faithfulness? Or am I overthinking and letting my ego talk? Liza, is he overthinking and letting his ego talk?
No, man.
No,
No.
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 We want to hear what y'all think. Remember the lines at 4523046 or our WhatsApp platform
His
724
anxiety warranted.
triple zero eight. His anxiety is warranted.
Yes.
Now imagine that it's just funny at this thing coming up. So I've been asking this for the past 2 weeks. I saw that person must be listening to that and is emotional cheating just as serious as physical cheating? To me, we had a discussion just last
We
weekend.
we that discussion several times on Letla, where we have a balance where it's 50-50. Most persons say emotional doesn't count as much as physical, where you get people saying emotional really counts. It's better to do a physical rather than emotional, because when you're emotionally invested in somebody, that means whole power.
I,
You
I think
understand?
I think more
But
so in the man's case. Someone wants us to read that letter one more. Oh yeah, Sim Sim. Yeah, we coming back to the letter. We coming back to that. We'll read Liza. We'll read it one more time. But emotional, emotional. I think more so on a man's part. More so. I'm not saying it's not the case of women, But if you find a man cheating, a man throwing his emotions into that, that's cheating. That's more cheating in from my vantage point because men are hardwired to be sexual and like sex, and so it for most part it can mean nothing to them. But Eliza, read that letter one more time, Eliza, and then
Okay.
we're gonna get into a break and then come back into your
Okay.
comments.
Get ready to call people. Remember 4523046 or 7240008. We want to hear y'all today, this afternoon. Yes, create the vibe, make the vibe. So the letter reads, Mig, I don't want to sound petty, but I need to ask this out loud. I've been with this woman for about a year now. Everything good. No major drama. She respectful, good to me. We don't fight. We communicate. She still tells me from the start, or she told me from the start, she gave out, she came out of something real toxic. A man who cheated, manipulated her, and left her emotionally drained. Uh-uh. I feel it. Eh? So I always try to be different. Yeah, Papa. I don't pressure her. I don't raise my voice. Gentleman. I don't even ask too much questions when she says she going out. I trust her. That is it. Eh? But lately, I noticing something. We'll be scrolling through TikTok or Facebook together, and when a certain name pop up, boom, she freeze or she suddenly closes the app. One time, I heard his voice on a reel she was watching. She locked the phone so fast. It actually make me laugh, but it also raised a flag. So I asked her straight, "You still checking for him?" She said, "No." She says she's still dealing with the trauma that his voice alone triggers her. But Migs, if you're done with a man, why you still following him? Why every time he posts something, she accidentally watching it? Why she locking her phone like she just get caught? She says she keeping tabs for closure. Me mama. But closure don't need TikTok. Closure don't need to scroll through a man's comments or like his pictures months after your breakup. And now I noticing the little things. She used to send me good morning messages first. Now it's me that's sending messages all the time first. We used to talk about everything. Now she's always tired or the girl in a mood. And the truth is, I don't want to be that man that accusing a woman who doing nothing wrong. But I also don't want to wake up one day and realize I just the safe place she ran to while she was waiting for the other man from afar. Yeah, sound like a fairy tale. Eh? Migs, I've been cheated on before, and I know what it feel like, Papa. This don't feel right, but it don't feel like that either. So I asking you, if she not physically cheating, but still emotionally tied to her ex, is that betrayal too? Is emotional loyalty just as important as physical faithfulness?
Right.
Am I overthinking and letting my
Right.
ego talk? Look at they, Budum Bami.
Right. So as you say, Budumba, I'm gonna read one comment. Let me tell you, I love you, my people. I'm gonna read one of the comments. Kelvin, see all the answers right there. Can the blind lead the blind? Just asking. One part says she's still, and we have a call.
Let's take that call.
Yeah, that's on the WhatsApp.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, lovely.
That was my letter.
Mhm. 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 Mhm.
But that's torture. That's torture. That's torture.
Mhm. 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 Mhm.
I suspect you have a lot of letters to write us, but anyway. Mm.
But let me ask you a question. How much closure is too much closure when you say you're done with somebody? Mhm.
Hey, hey, if that was toxic, it will remain toxic. Things don't lose their toxicity just maybe years upon of yeah, but
Mhm.
it's like he said, it's only been months. It's a year together. So it's let's say that's 12 months. I enough time, man. And trust me, I learned I enough time.
Mhm. Yes. Mhm.
You're very
All
optimistic. Thank you
right.
very much,
Thank
caller.
you,
Thank you.
caller.
Love
Thank
your
you, lovely.
contribution. Now let's take in some of the comments. We don't leave out our first of all, what's up? Good afternoon to you, my darling Emmy. She says, Oi, emotional cheating is worse with three exclamation marks. So there's no two ways about it. And of course, our friend Veronica says, writer has a genuine concern. We're going to take that call, but let me just read that comment. So, caller, just hold on a second. Um, Writer has a genuine concern and I empathize with him. The woman should be upfront with him and not string him along. How is quote unquote closure following the ex when she has a whole man trying to do right by her? Writer must check his business and if she's still hung up on the ex, give her time to sort herself out or an ultimatum. Why the secrecy? It's it's like some people don't know what they want, I think, too. Good afternoon, caller. Letna.
Well written.
Yeah, well written writer. Yes, good afternoon, my brother. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, mm, but let me tell you, there's a point. I wrote that letter, um, and there's a point of note here, and I sort of alluded to it here, but I'll expound on it. He and the woman have been together for a year, and he alluded to just after the toxic relationship she and him got together, right? Why is it that people feel the need to jump from relationship out of one relationship and straight into another one? And that might very well be the cause of all this issue here, because you've jumped straight from your bad relationship into another one,
Mm-hmm.
and you haven't fully gotten over this guy as yet. So you yourself, well, she herself is just as messed up in the head as anything, or she may have her own insecurities and a fear of being alone. So that itself
And
might be the cause of all that. What do you think?
mm-hmm. Exactly.
Mhm. 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 That's a common saying. Eh? I'm not saying it's the case, but it's a common saying. Not is it not literally in the case. We just talk about beat in terms of treating bad in all senses of it, whether it be for physical or that kind of thing. That's a general saying. Yes. Well, somebody those on the live they're not hearing you. But I put your volume all the way up. I'm not sure why they're not hearing. If you check on you all there, check on them there. I'm not sure. No, Facebook, just one second, have right? Facebook, our Facebook crew. Let us know if you're hearing our caller, because I'm seeing you all saying not, and his volume is all the way up, and we are hearing him. So Facebook crew, £1. Let us know. So go ahead, caller. Continue.
That's a foolish one. That means, to me, that means you're so beyond damage that you cannot even comprehend that you have a gentleman or you have a man
You're saying
that
he's muffled.
is willing to come in to trying to mend what is broken, to piece you back together so that you could be a better person and to understand that there is indeed good men out there who are capable of loving the most damaged women.
Our folks, our folks on Facebook saying it's not just you, it's all the calls. But I'm not sure what's going on because we're hearing carefully, we're hearing you very, very clear, and all our callers. I'm not sure what the issue is, but go ahead.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe they hate that.
Not there's not one formula for every relationship. There might be a basis, but every relationship maybe may require a little different approach or different take.
All right.
Okay,
Caller,
thank
All right. So have a great
just
day.
before I head
Blessing.
to just I'm just going to try this on my phone, see how we're hearing.
All right.
All right. Yeah. It looks like we're hearing. All right. Yeah. It looks like we are hearing some getting some issues. We're going to try to sort it out, folks. We're going to go into a break. We're going to try to sort it out, get into a break, and then we will get back. So we're asking that the letter be read again. So we will read that letter again and try to solve that issue in the meantime while we're on a break.
And my girl, you know what they say about fruitissimo, eh? Partner, you know what they say about fruitissimo. My girl, you know what they say about fruitissimo.
Boy, that Simos makes you score runs, you know.
So what do the experts say about Fruitsy Sea Moss? Apart from tasting great, Fruitsy Sea Moss is full of natural goodness your body needs. Sea moss is good for your skin, rich in vitamins and minerals, promotes and improves intimacy, boosts your immune system and lung function, suppresses appetite and increases weight loss, anti-inflammatory, and helps to improve blood count. Sea moss is rich in nutrients, which boosts your metabolism and increases energy levels, and is grown, harvested, and manufactured right here in the community of Prowland.
And that's what they say about fruitsy simos. Unless you say something else.
Fruitsy Sea Moss, you know what they say.
Dream big, make it your own. Home sweet gets you any style of home.
Young professional, first-time home buyer, or career changer, BOSO Home Quest is your mortgage solution. Enjoy a waiver on fees, a 4.5% interest rate over 30 years, debt consolidation, and an unsecured $50,000 BOSO Visa credit card. Exclusive offer ends August 2025. Terms apply. Secure your future now.
Fresh styles just arrived at Access at Baywalk Mall. Your wardrobe upgrade starts here. From chic jeans and linen pants to flirty floral dresses, rompers, and stylish fashion sets, we've got everything you need. Rock brunch wear, sleek bodysuits, and stunning bodycon dresses in all sizes, including our 1+ size collection. Complete your look with must-have straw handbags and office bags. Find us at Access at Baywalk Mall for the moments that matter.
But imagine, sometimes it's feeling like there's only 2 days in the week. Yesterday was Monday, and look at them Friday afternoon. So hear that. Do you have a talent or skill that you can turn into a business idea? Well, don't sleep on you, my youth. Get your business started today. The Youth Economy Agency will guide you. Provide funding. Yes, sister, provide funding. Plus training to run your business profitably. Yo, go online now to start living the St. Lucian dream. Just one click and boom, you're in business.
50 years and standing strong, supporting St. Lucia for so long. From pre-independence till today, the brewery is here to stay. From cruising out of your foot down, we've been holding it down. Through the heights and the lows, we always there. It's a celebration, oh yeah. Who bring the vibes? The brewery can sound nice. The brewery, a legacy brew, the future inspired. Cheers to the brewery. Who bring the vibes? The brewery can sound nice. The brewery. Legacy brew, the future inspired. Cheers to the brewery. Oh, oh, cheers to 50 years of the brewery. Oh, oh, Heineken St. Lucia Limited.
With Smart, say goodbye to the hassle and hello to convenience. Don't waste time on risk submitting C3 forms to the NIC. Go online. Submit your NIC C3 forms from anywhere at any time. It's simple, convenient, and secure. Smart Submit is a smart choice. Still doing it the old way? Maybe it's time to wake up. Make the smart choice with Smart Submit, the smarter way to submit your C3 form. Visit us online at www.stlucianic.org for more information. NIC, for the benefit of us all.
Way back. I
Yep.
hopefully that issue will be sorted. Empress Marine just tell Marine, she's been at this for too long. She know every intricacy. Big up, Marine. Let's hope it solves. Let's hope it solves. Now, guys, are we going to read that letter one more time? Because we have
Remember, yeah, get ready to call studio in studio. Remember the number is 4523-046, or you could get us on WhatsApp 724-0008. And the letter reads, Migs, I don't want to sound petty, but I need to ask this out loud. I've been with this woman for about a year now. Everything good. No major drama. She is respectful, good to me. We don't fight, we communicate, brother. She tell me from the start she came out of something real toxic. A man who cheated, manipulated her, and left her emotionally drained. So I always try to be different. I don't pressure her. I don't raise my voice. I don't even ask too much questions when she says she going out. I trust her. But lately, I noticing something. We'll be scrolling through TikTok or Facebook together, and when a certain name pop up, the girl freeze, or she suddenly closes the app. One time, I hear his voice on a reel she was watching, And she locked the phone so fast, it actually made me laugh. But it also raised a flag for me. So I asked her straight, "You still checking for him?" She said no. She just still dealing with the trauma that his voice alone triggers her. Mm. But Migs, if you done with a man, why you still following him? Why every time he posts something, she accidentally watching it? Why you locking your phone like you just get caught, my girl? She says she keeping tabs for closure. All right then. But closure don't need TikTok. Closure don't need to scroll through a man's comments or like his pictures months after y'all done. And now I noticing little things, Papa. She used to send me good morning messages first. Now it's me sending messages first all the time. We used to talk about everything. Now she always tired or the girl in a mood. And the truth is, I don't want to be the man that accusing a woman who doing nothing wrong, you know. But I also don't want to wake up one day and realize I was just the safe place she ran to while she was still watching another man from afar. Migs, I've been cheated on before, my brother. I know what it feels like. And this don't feel right, but it also don't feel fully sorry. This don't feel like that, but it also don't feel fully right. So I asking y'all, if she not physically cheating, but still emotionally tied to her ex, is that not betrayal too? Is emotional loyalty just as important as physical faithfulness? Or am I overreacting, my brother, and letting my ego talk? Tell me, please. I want to know.
Mm, mm, mm. All right, so we have some comments there. We have some comments there. So let me read some of those comments. Just make sure our ads in place, my girl, because that's how we pay our bills. So someone says you can't fix what you didn't break. That's right. LOL, keep tabs for closure. LOL, that one is new and funny. I said the same thing. If he get her by herself in the dark corner, he will send her home with her tutut beat up. Tutut beat up. And let's see what our Facebook commenters have said. Folks, I ignore you on Facebook. I'm sorry. So some of our comments says, apart from the ones where they say they give me chance to take hearing. Someone says, £1 say his voice alone triggering you, but you're watching all his reels. I said the same thing. So whose voice are on the reels if you're still listening to it? Amanda says he's still hitting it, bro. Natalie says exactly. Uh, they're giving up internet providers. They say every time it rain. I don't think it was our ISPs today. Um uh
For me, I've gone through that letter twice already, and two, for me, it is one that is the writer is he feels I feel that he is very sincere and he has a valid um point or concern rather as it relates to her and the way she chooses to go about
yeah.
going through the process her process of a so-called closure because to me, if you're going to jump in a relationship, you should have already dealt with your closure.
Yep.
You should have already moved past that point in your head that it warrants you to want to blossom something new and look forward to the future with somebody who could make you move past the level of toxicity that you have been or you have experienced in your previous relationship. You understand?
come to think of it, I don't think she jumped into it with me. I suspect she was seeing it while she was seeing the toxic guy.
Oh, well, that's a tough one to swallow
I
for
put it,
me.
I put
So
it
right now, there you telling me that the guy she's currently with
with
is not her, is not only her rebound guy, but her side piece.
yeah. Look at the timeline. He said about a year they see, and a time I see he said a few months,
A few
some
months,
months. So
some months.
massive.
So
It, it,
at the end of the day, I could understand that you and the person have mutual friends. So it might pop up on your TikTok, it might pop up on your Facebook or your
just
Instagram. But don't tell me you sitting down and then when it pop up, you're going to open it. You could have chose to block him if you respected the relationship. Or we have a call. Let's take that,
they have one
please.
that blocked me. I know she watching my profile all the
Let's
time.
take that call.
All right. Good afternoon, Lettre. How can we help you?
You gotta have it.
Hey, you have it, you brother. Get back, Greg. Good afternoon to you. Now, folks, hold on. Those of you on the Facebook, let us know if you can hear our caller clearly. We do not test it for the time. Yeah, so talk to me, my brother. What one?
I do.
So, what's your
My
take?
point there is that the man boy keeps turning on the girl because he can't stop looking at the man thing and listening to him. Because she can't get over the man. That is serious.
She can't get over him.
And I've been there, I can tell you that. I was with somebody and they keep looking at the X things, reading everything, and all of that.
So, that's a
When
common
people
thing.
don't get over people like that, brother.
You're not always doing that. I say always doing that.
Hello. I could only speak for myself, pal. And I've always said on the Letla platform, when I reach my point and I say I'm done, I am done. I don't go to Facebook. I don't keep tabs with you. I don't follow up with you. I just not interested
Mig,
in what you're doing with your
Hi,
life
brother.
anymore.
Talk to me.
Mig, you with them people that you posting things and people even watching your thing is the extra thing.
Yeah, I know.
Those them
In
people
fact,
that get over the
when they
man.
watching it, watching to see what you post to see which girls are liking it.
Only if you have a little problem with them, they're watching to see if you post something that commenting on the problem you are with them.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
I see. I experience one like
I
me.
call it no drama, Obama. I like no woman with drama.
Them people don't get over the edge, bro. That is it. They're following for years because I mean they're still contact. Maybe the man still talking to us.
That is true. That is true. I suspect.
Anyway, that
Yeah,
is my contribution.
I suspect the caller right mid must be
So,
talking for real.
based on your
What's your advice?
contribution, what would be your advice to the gentleman?
Well, you see, after what divide, I won't tell him if it's you, but therefore divide. And you're not over the man yet.
Okay.
All right.
All
Greg,
right.
thank you. And
Thank you so much.
you know what to put in it when you have it from me, You know my
Yeah,
favorite.
I organize you. I get the time to jump up there.
All right, my brother. Respect. All right. And our partner Kelvin says, I have a solution for the writer. There's a song from New Edition. Can you stand the rain? All right, Charmaine says it's better now. Eh, my Dudu darling, my road just reached. She say I be forgetting Letter. Am I that forgettable, my friend? Oh Lord.
Yes.
Amanda says she still wants her ex because once you move on and you see it was toxic, why still pay attention to that person?
Exactly. You need to pay attention to the gentleman in front of you.
She's checking to see if the man move on. That's why she's keeping watching.
You
watching his
why are you
moves.
interested if the man moved on? If you're telling the person who is swooping in or the person you are now deciding that you see a future with, why are you still checking on your ex to see if you have a person or if you don't have a person? That is no longer your business or that should no longer be your priority, my sis.
See
You
why I
need
like
to
my
move
partner?
on.
You see why my
You
partner- Black
understand? Or
partner
else,
brilliant.
or what you should do is to allow this guy, put a pause, allow this guy and be truthful to yourself and
Yeah.
allow this guy to meet somebody that will do that will do justice to being with him and having a man like him in their life. You
Yeah.
understand?
What term did you just say? Put a pause.
Put a pause.
You heard me, darling? Pause. That's what it's supposed to be. Men not
Put
pause.
a pause on that. Hit the brakes on that on new relationship that will trying to kindle there, and be true with yourself. Communicate with the gentleman the real reasons why you still trying to find out, or still trying to see what's buzzing with your so-called ex that has been toxic to you. You understand? There's a reason why the relationship ended, the way it ended, and why it ended. And if you're going to move on with somebody or accept cutting somebody else, or and going the extra mile by saying you're exclusive um 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 with that person, you should be honest and let him know where he stands, because you cannot be flip flopping in the relationship. Presently, when he wants you to be present in the relationship, you're actually in living in the past by constantly checking on and you liking the man pictures. Like seriously, sir?
Boy, if you know the half of it. So Black Mara, like Black Mercury says, best advice I can give it is to leave that relationship now. You have time to get ready for carnival season, my brother. Boy, you like it. So I say memories will live like people do, and that is right. That is right. Brother man, don't be delusional and oblivious to the obvious when the signs are facing you. Move on, brother man. He's still connected to her ex.
But we we at the I would say we at RCI the station, we normally like to rally around love. We're suckers for a love story and some good romance at Radio Caribbean.
Yeah,
So
Disney.
so for us, we always like to see the silver lining in situations that arises on the program. So I would not even be quick to tell him to forget about the young lady, because to me it's something where it's just a matter of being honest and making your a decision and sticking to your decision, Michael. You understand? Because the gentleman, like I said earlier on, sounds really sweet, and the way he took his time to point out that he has always tried to be different. He don't pressure, he don't raise his voice, and he don't even
Maybe that's the
ask too
problem.
many
Maybe that's the
questions.
problem. He
I
doesn't know
don't
that.
think that's the question.
Should have
The
raised,
issue,
should have
sorry.
raised his voice. Oh, my head looking like
There's no need to raise your voice. If it's not in you, it's not in you. You understand? And I don't think he is that type of person based on the words he chose to throw in there. That he's ideally with
one
somebody.
letter
He
man
sounds
right now
very.
with
He sounds
personality.
passive.
All right.
He sounds passive.
That's his problem right there. You know.
To be passive doesn't mean that
Yes,
it's a problem.
you can't be
No,
passive.
not all the
You
time
have
you
to
could
be
come like a
passive.
raging bull
No, but you
to
can be
get
passive
through with
aggressive.
persons.
Passive by itself
But
doesn't cut it.
listen to that situation. She's coming from something that is toxic, and probably in that toxic she's coming from, it has always been raging bull, always red, 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 icy, red, icy, red. You understand? So now she gets to be in a different environment, in a different atmosphere, and she does not even take the time to smell what is blossoming because she's too busy focusing on the past.
Uh-huh.
Now, if you're going to continue focusing on the past, my girl, and you said it, you're doing it for closure. You cannot get closure while being in a new relationship. You need to take a step back. You need to pump the brakes and you need to do some introspection. You need to focus on you and really find out what is causing you to constantly want to. Oh, we're getting a
We have
call.
a
Let's
call.
take that call,
No, I'm
please.
not with Mary. Mary, I don't like that. You just remember Lettre. What kind of thing is that? Good afternoon, Lettre. How can we help you?
Good afternoon,
Good
Miguel.
afternoon.
Good afternoon, Liza. Um, I'm not sure if I heard correctly when the letter was being read, but did he say that she said that the guy left her, or is it a case where she left him?
That
Um,
she left.
she said, she tell him
She
from the
came out.
start
She
she
came
came
out of
out of
some.
something real toxic. A man who cheated, manipulated her, and left her emotionally drained.
Okay, so he left her emotionally drained, but it doesn't mean necessarily he broke up with her.
No,
He
Mhm.
was
she
going
said
to
she
break it
came
off,
out of it.
She
No,
said she came
but
out
he
of it.
came out of
That's
it.
the word.
Okay. Because basically what it looks like is that this guy is just her the fail safe.
A rebound.
She's still, yeah, he's her safety net.
Mm-hmm.
He is still hooked on the ex. He's still interested in the ex, but she feels traumatized by him, and it's sort of like her pain is or the person who brought her pain
Mm-hmm.
is basically the one that she's attracted to.
Stockholm.
Mm-hmm.
Stockholm syndrome. And you know, right now she's with this guy. Yeah, he's a good guy to her. He's treating her right. He's doing all
Mm-hmm.
the nice things, but she does not want to let go of the ex. And if it's a case where he left you so traumatized and all of that, then why would you still be hooked on him in the way that you are, following him on social media,
Mm-hmm.
being secretive with the way that
Mm-hmm.
you view his content on social media?
Even liking his
And
pictures.
I mean, yeah, if it was that bad, then why even liking his content? If it doesn't have traumatized you, why are you liking your trauma? You
Mm-hmm.
understand? So she is not over him. She came out of something toxic because it was probably gonna. She felt like she was gonna self-destruct or
Mm-hmm.
something. That's the only reason why she came out of it. She didn't come out of it because she wanted to be done with it. She came out of it
Mm-hmm.
basically to survive. But if she could have endured longer in it, she
She would
probably
have.
would. And she right now is still seeking attention and validation from that guy. And I'm pretty sure there would be if he is to investigate further, there
Mm-hmm.
would be signs of her keeping in contact with him.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt about it. So
Yep.
right now,
So
the
don't go
safest
for
thing
this
to
one.
do, the safest thing to do is to basically until somebody can defuse that bomb, just leave it in an open field.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
That's my take on it.
Thank you very much, caller.
Okay. You've been
Uh,
awesome.
yep. I hope me that man get a costume already.
Mix you always there.
They ask what costume they make man like that.
But to men and women listening in Letla land, would you be comfortable knowing your partner still following and watching the ads and liking the content? Would you really be comfortable with that?
Hey, one pound say Miguel pass his number for Amanda Charles. Amanda says the writer should move on and get someone better, honestly, because this girl isn't ready yet. Let her track her ex still nonsense. Then she said before, hey,
It comes back to um our first caller, and it still plays on my mind because when you hear men say openly that y'all women never know what y'all want, you understand that does just strike a nerve in me. But it's like we women giving the men the ammunition to constantly throw that in our face
because it's the
that
truth, the
we
truth
do
is the
not
truth is the
know
truth.
what we want. We always we as if we like to dibble and dally and flip flop things. You understand? Is time,
The female
and like
brain, the
like
female brain is the most
Safari was
bipolar.
saying, not every situation is the same, and not every person will handle a situation the same. And I normally say there are a million and one ways to the path to healing. You understand? There are many ways you could get on the path to healing, and each of us might take a different path. But at the end of the day, we all end up at the healing point. When majority of us try to end up at the healing point, you understand? So that goes to say that we women or men sometimes have to take responsibility for our past relationship or our past experiences and gather what we have learned from them so that when we decide that we are going to step out into a new light, that whoever that we're stepping out into a new light, we actually giving these people a fighting chance of something actually blooming for that to be marvelous. Sorry, you understand? We cannot constantly be one foot in, one foot out.
Yeah, sorry, but
Just take some time, people. People might say, why we keep saying that on Letla? But it's important. It is important to take time for us to do our due diligence in introspection, looking on the inner side of us as to what transpired in a relationship and be truthful. What transpired in the relationship? What allowed the relationship to erupt the way that it did, or what caused the relationship to end? Sometimes relationships do end on a mutual understanding where both persons level-headed come together and realize that hey, this is not working out because we're just not compatible. And I could deal with that. You understand? To me, that's closure enough for me if somebody and I sit down and we realize that we are not compatible. You understand? But the moment a relationship becomes toxic, and the word toxic, so much things can be done with that word toxic. We're talking about sometimes physical abuse, we're talking about emotional abuse, verbal abuse, we're talking about mental um 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 mental how they say that, mental issues, psychological issues. You understand? And persons, we all come from different backgrounds, so we could never tell what will cause somebody to be toxic in a relationship, or that same person might just be toxic in a relationship with you, but then mm, down the line end up meeting somebody and the person have a whole different take on that person you claim that they were toxic. You understand? So we need to understand why relationship end, sorry. And if we're looking to move forward to the future, we need to stop being hung up on what our exes are doing, because that is very much disrespectful to the person that is right next to you, that is trying to build something with you. You
All
understand?
right. Before we go into the break, we're going to take some more comments. Mary says, you come out of a bad situation, relax, get back. She says, relax and get back a groove, then look for a wonderful relationship. Now, is that ship not sailing man overboard? Now, let me tell you, one part is right. He says, well, in reality, most women, that is true. Let me tell you, there was one in particular. We started off fine. Then there was hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold. To the point I pointed out this hot and cold because you just get irritated for stupid things. And it's like you always feel like you're picking a fight and that kind of thing. And then hot and cold, so I say that, listen, this whole thing about one time you find like a message on the morning or all that kind of thing. I said, I can't do this for a cold until it eventually turned into I'm the bad one. I'm trying to break her and that kind of thing. Women are manipulative to Ross, you know.
Both,
And they,
both,
so it's not
both
about they know
genders.
what they want. Eh? They don't know what they want and they're manipulative about it.
I
But
won't
anyway,
sit here. I won't sit here and be one to say that women don't manipulate.
oh, they
We
do.
we 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 we,
They're the,
we do.
they're the,
We do.
they're the
But
masturbators. The
men
masturbators.
are also persons who manipulate as well.
And here
Both
they
genders
are the
do.
masturbators, MASTRBAITERS. They bait you into it, and this man master manipulators.
And just like you get some men who are really good at baiting women and they manipulating them.
Yeah, but women are better. You know why? Because
So
like a cat,
I
just
will
cover up,
agree to
just
disagree.
cover up there.
I'll
SHIT.
agree to disagree.
All right, so we're going into our adverts now. Remember, Lettre is brought to you by Simos, and you know what they say.
And my girl, you know what they say about 50 months, eh? But no, you know what they say about 50 months. My girl, you know what they say about 50 months?
Boy, that Timothy makes me score runs, you know.
So what do the experts say about Fruitsy sea moss? Apart from tasting great, Fruitsy sea moss is full of natural goodness your body needs. Sea moss is good for your skin, rich in vitamins and minerals, promotes and improves intimacy, boosts your immune system and lung function, suppresses appetite and increases weight loss, anti-inflammatory, and helps to improve blood count. Sea moss is rich in nutrients, which boosts your metabolism and increases energy levels, and is grown, harvested, and manufactured right here in the community of Prale.
And that's what they say about Fruitsy Simos. Unless you say something else.
Fruitsy sea moss, you know what they say.
Dream big. Make it your own. Home Sweet gets you any style of home. Unlock your home's potential with VOSL's Home Flex Equity line of credit. Set up an Airbnb, chase your travel dreams, or start a side hustle. Access access up to 80% of your home's value, a $75,000 BOSL Visa credit card, and home improvement discounts. Terms apply. Act now.
BOSL. Moms really do deserve it all. And this May, Massey Store's Home is giving mom the rest and relaxation she deserves. It's the Treat Mom with Whirlpool giveaway. Spend $500 or more on any Whirlpool appliance for your chance to win a day pass for two to Bay Gardens Beach Resort and Spa. 6 lucky moms will win. Plus, enjoy up to 30% off on select items store-wide. Offer ends May 31st. Terms and conditions apply. Massey Stores Home. Your way to a beautiful home.
This and every Sunday, let me take you back. I'm Miguel Favre, and I'll be your guide through the sounds that never get old. It's Golden Grooves, 2 hours of soulful classics, slow jams, and stories behind the music you love. Sundays, 3 to 5 p.m., only on RCI. Let's make your Sunday afternoon feel real good.
I see you standing there.
Fresh styles just arrived at Access at Baywalk Mall. Your wardrobe upgrade starts here. From chic jeans and linen pants to flirty floral dresses, rompers, and stylish fashion sets, we've got everything you need. Rock brunch wear, sleek bodysuits, and stunning bodycon dresses in all sizes, including our 1+ size collection. Complete your look with must-have straw handbags and office bags. Find us at Access at Baywalk Mall for the moments that matter.
Experience Carnival with Quartz Ready Cash. Enter to win $10,000 cash when you take a loan for $3,000 or more. Get the cash to purchase event tickets and costumes. All you need to apply is your ID, payslip, recent job letter, proof of address, and 2 references. No security required. Flexible payment terms, quick approval, and hassle-free. Visit us in store or apply online at www.quartz.com. Quartz Ready Cash. Ready when you are. Promotion ends June 30th, 2025. Normal criteria and special conditions apply. On Saturday, June 14th at the Pavilion in Rodney Bay, join Hollywood HP for a once-in-a-lifetime celebration as we journey through 25 years behind the decks. 15 years on stage as an artist.
Hollywood.
It's Hollywood sound. If you roll it with me, June 14th, relive the vibes with timeless tracks. Hollywood's House. It's the biggest house party to hit St. Lucia. Get ready to dance, reminisce, and create new memories. Tickets are $80. VIP pay $200. Available at Sell Outlets and 4 Circle online. Be part of the biggest house party, Hollywood's House. On Saturday, June 14th from 8 p.m. at the Pavilion at Rodney Bay.
Secure your financial future with Fix. Explore our diverse investment options: fixed deposits, retirement plans, growth funds, supplementary pension plans. Grow your wealth with confidence. Visit Fix today and let our experts guide you. To get started, simply bring 2 forms of valid ID and first month's payments. Fix, your trusted partner for smart investments. We are here for you.
Who's a little man with a lot to offer? He is the Harris-Benz man who sells the best bowlers in so many colors. He is a Harris-Benz man for a better pay and a better price. Check a little man, looking top advice. If you're trading inside, outside, you'll be satisfied when you use Harris-Benz. If you're trading inside, outside, you'll be satisfied when you use Harris-Benz.
Put your pedal to the metal. The Super 6 jackpot is $314,000. Just as fast as it grows, That's how fast you should go. Get those tickets.
Yeah, the iron is back. We are back with Lettre, and we have a comment. She says, "For a bad situationship or relationship, single is not a sin. It's just that you're trying to be strong and positive for another wonderful relationship." And I'll agree with that because I think that many of us, and I, well, some of us took a while. I think it took a while for a lot of us as we grow into our adult years to learn that sometimes it's okay to be alone for a while. You understand? Just, understand yourself, spend time with yourself, know who you are, because unless you know who you are and can make yourself happy, as cliche as it sounds, you know, um, if you can't make yourself happy, you can't expect to be in a happy relationship. And if you're going to be leaning on people to make you happy, you don't expect that your relationship to be happy. You need to understand yourself, know yourself, understand yourself, and be happy with yourself, your own company. It's not just a sign from the very fact that someone doesn't will jump into another relationship. It could mean one of two things: you are either seeing that person already, or you're not happy with being on your own, and you think someone having someone else may validate you as a person. Um, so I'm reading our Facebook comments and reminding you that you could send your comments or you could call our WhatsApp line at 724 0008. Join us on Facebook on the official page of Radio Caribbean International, and of course our landline 4523046. Now, how much closure is too much when you say you're done with someone, Liza?
Means every time you propose these questions to me, I always have to be quick to tell you that I am me. You understand? And I cannot speak for no other woman out there. As long as I'm done, I am done. Most times I don't even seek closure because I'm very observant in my relationships. I know when I don't like to be treated a certain way. I know what I tolerate. I know what I'm built for. And the moment it is something where it's becoming too much and I see it going down a road where it's either gonna become physical or too verbal, I call it quits.
Yeah, but sometimes when we think we're done, we're not really done. We try to convince ourselves that we are done.
That's when you don't know yourself, Miguel.
Yeah, yes.
Because it I will tell you that some people go through relationships and they don't pay attention what caused a relationship to end. They don't replay what transpired leading up to the we done.
Mhm.
They don't. Majority of people don't. You understand? But I'm one. I pay attention because I always want to be in a position where I could learn from my past relationship so
Mhm.
that whoever I'm preparing myself for, I don't carry it into my new relationship. I don't do the comparing of my new partner versus my past person. I don't ever want to put a man in that kind of situation because it's almost like you're belittling them.
Mhm.
You understand? And I don't want to be caught off guard to a point where I'm doing it and I'm not even noticing that I'm doing it to my person. You understand? That is not fair because I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
handle my business before I even say yes, I'm committing to a relationship.
I get you.
And if times I do feel as if I need closure, it will have to be on the basis of what was said to me. Because I always tell people it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Now, if I realize the back and forth foreclosure is one where you're not looking to take responsibility or accountability, it's almost like a blame game. Like you playing tennis, you shoot your ball, I shoot my ball. Nah, man, I don't have time for that.
All
Block,
right.
delete. Let's
Charmaine
go.
says, yes, man, well said. Love yourself, make yourself happy. And I always believe in that. But I'll be honest with you, it took me some years, very well into my 30s to really understand the value of being alone and spending time. Right now, I can stay at my home with, once I
Hmm.
have little things I need, I can stay at my home on my own. I'm really happy being myself. I don't need anybody to make me happy. But that, it's a growing
It
experience.
is.
It is because if you look at throughout your youth, growing up, you've had, well, those of you who had your parents or some adult around, you've always had someone to be there for you, maybe siblings.
Mhm.
Then you go to school and you always have, these people around you. So it's more than just a relationship thing, and sometimes it's just the fact, the company part. You find as people get older, they want nothing but just company as well as.
Mhm.
But when you're young, I suspect as a young person, I let to you.
Yeah.
First of all, TikTok, right? I
TikTok,
don't use TikTok.
Facebook.
But, no,
You
hey,
understand?
I'm one of among the first Facebook users where it became global, like
And I was
community
I was even shocked he didn't mention Instagram.
Instagram. Oh yeah, maybe she have Instagram on the next phone, on the other phone, and the other man give her. She like,
Yeah.
so we're our final 15 minutes or so of Let Last. So you can join the conversation. Like I said, we're not going to have any more breaks until we finish at 5 p.m. So you can call 4523046 or join the WhatsApp 7240008 or our Facebook page. And we still have some questions. We still have some questions, right? He not saying she cheating, but the signs make him feel like he's on standby.
And like I said earlier on, I not gonna blast the guy for feeling how he feels because it is one that is warranted.
So he's not insecure.
No,
Can be feeling insecure,
he
but he's
can
not.
be feeling insecure,
But you don't think he's an insecure
but
person.
I don't think he's an insecure
So he's not
person.
paranoid.
Mm-mm. I don't think this is a gentleman that is foreign. That is a gentleman that is observing this young lady. He's very eyes wide open in his relationship
All right.
because from the moment he's going to say that um he's in another room and he's hearing the voice on a reel, and the moment he popped out, she shut down that like so quick. He laughed mentally. He laughed.
But m- maybe that's her way of healing. Maybe just in not in her defense, but another way of looking. Maybe that's her healing. Maybe that she shut it down because she doesn't want him to think more than what it is. Think of it as more than what it is.
I think it's something where she checked herself because he put out the question like, so you still checking on him? Like you still checking on this day from the first instant when they were when he but now it's becoming something where it's more than a we sit down and make him pop up there. It's something you do on your own too.
So okay, it comes back to the fundamental question which the writer asked, and we keep asking. And the caller, one or two of our contributors on WhatsApp said so. But let's hear from Facebook again. Which is worse? And I think I'll categorize it now because I specified, I said more so for men
Mhm.
that emotional cheating. If a man is cheating emotionally, then that's sort of a wrap. Physically, but which is worse, the drug dealer or the devil? Yeah, emotional cheating or just the physical act? And from both a man and woman standpoint, Charmaine, let me hear you. Kelvin, let me hear you. What else? Zara, what else? Is it emotional cheating the worst of the two? Liza, you think so?
Emotional is always one that has the most devastation.
Mhm.
It hits you like a ton of bricks. That is it's something that is so intertwined with the person that you're cheating with
But
that when you're going to relate to your partner, right? And there are feelings involved. That's the most hurtful part.
now that's I had all throughout my 30s in particular, I had this philosophy, a saying, and I'd said that men, it goes back to this whole thing again. Men cheating, we have
We
a
have a
call.
call. Good
Good,
afternoon. Good afternoon.
good afternoon.
Yeah, me again.
Yes, my brother.
They always tell you the food that counts, brother man. Emotional cheating is as bad as cheating. Because once you start thinking it, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, yeah.
It's going to happen. Once you start thinking it, it's going to happen because you already put it in your head.
So what if they have an emotional connection? Because back in the days, used to be emails back and forth, emotional connection, right? And nothing ever comes physical ever comes out of it. But for years, maybe person with somebody, and it's where you're having your conversations and you'll establish that you'll have this emotional connection now. Is that cheating?
Big,
Or?
let me tell you, them people that be embedded you and they're fantasizing on what used to happen. So that emotion alone is only damage, bro. You ain't nothing more.
Emotional is worse.
All right. So it's
It's worse. It's the same thing as cheating, bro. It's the same
It's
thing.
the same cheating, but it
Same cheating. Because once it's in your head, it's
it's
happening.
more impactful.
All right.
It's more impactful on your hurts
Right.
than
Now,
just the physical.
So why
Yeah, man,
why
yeah.
on the line there, my brother? So I
Aye.
was about to tell Liza when you called is that my theory throughout most of my adult life is that men cheating from a man's power is really considered cheating. Like
Mhm.
cheating on his partner is the emotional part of it. And a man, because a man generally, a man need to like you to be physically intimate with you.
Nah.
But I
Man do it
said,
for the fame.
yeah, but I also say on a woman's part, a woman must have this sort of a liking or something for the
Yes.
partner to be sophisticated.
Yeah, yeah. Women putting their all into it, bro. The
Yes.
whole body, the
Yes.
mind, the soul, everything.
But not from what I've seen. I'm slowly starting to change that perception, about women because not from what I'm seeing nowadays. Women ruthless. Now women are more open with their sexuality about their
Then
sexuality and
yes,
what they
it
want.
is true, but it also you have to take into consideration also that the generation you're talking about,
Well, the generation,
the age gaps you're talking
that
about,
influences that
and the
Right.
influences.
The influence.
You understand? That will cause persons to feel as if it is okay to be ruthless in that regard, and don't have a care for the world, all the destruction that leaves behind, all the chaos that comes with having a ruthless mentality when it comes to just not caring about being in a relationship or being exclusive or just having a number of different partners. You understand?
Big, in other words, big, before you had to chase women, now we're chasing you.
Yes,
I've
they
never
have
had that.
they
I've
have
never had that
women who are
problem.
very forward lately in that regard.
Yeah.
They're doing the chasing.
But I blame all those women's right movements of the 80s and 90s, because you see this boy, there's been a movement that is, I don't know. I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing, but it's changed a lot of values as we've known. Call me I'm a somewhat of a liberal conservative when these things come to that. When it comes to these
Big,
things,
let me tell you, it's a very bad thing because everybody now is looking for money. They don't care about love and nothing. They don't care about attraction.
Majority of it's not, don't paint everybody with the same brush, okay?
Well, sorry, yeah,
Because
let me correct myself. Majority.
they
Some people
do,
still have these
majority,
channel
they
values.
still have persons who generally wants to be in a relationship and actually build something with their partner. You understand? I come with something, you come with something, and then we see how we can build something together. They do have people out there who genuinely want that. You understand?
Yeah.
And they are persons who normally just come in the relationship because you're financially stable. You could support my habits. You could support my
Yeah,
lifestyle.
yeah.
You understand? So I'm going to come there, lie down by you if it's 2, 3, 4 days a week. Eventually, when you tell me move it, then I figure like, yeah, I get the jackpot.
Speaking of just the jackpot now, funny enough,
You can trade it.
Anyway, we don't tell no good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, my brother.
Thank you.
Take it easy. Yeah, so folks, to give you a quick rundown of the story, the guy has been seeing this girl for about a year now. He said everything was fine. She left a very toxic relationship. He was a cheater, manipulator, and he had left her emotionally drained. But lately, he noticed that They scoring for TikTok or Facebook together, and when her certain name pop up, she frees or she suddenly closes the app. Or one time she heard his voice, he heard the man's voice in a reel she was watching on TikTok, and when he reached the room, she locked her phone so fast it made him laugh, but it was a red flag. So he asked her if she's still checking the man. She said no, she just dealing with the trauma, and his voice alone triggers her. But again, he asked him if you're done with him, why are you still
But
torturing yourself?
exactly.
Good afternoon, Auntie Solange Francois James.
And then listen, and then if you pay attention to the words that the gentleman placed in the letter, there are certain keywords that he placed in the letter that he said that she said to him, and the word trauma, when that word is being used, I always tell myself, for persons who are suffering your trauma, they know they know for a fact that trauma comes with a lot of negativity. It comes with a lot of negativity.
Like an
So,
earlier comment said, Stockholm. Maybe she likes
so,
the torture.
so dealing with your trauma, why are you drawn to the person who caused you trauma?
But you know, there's also, excuse me, there's another philosophy. People say that you have to face your fears or face your thing head on. Maybe, yeah, like you said, the people deal with things differently. Maybe by seeing it every day, eventually you just get immune to him and everything about him. You just see it as a regular and maybe scroll on by at some point.
Yeah, you could.
But
Don't
it
get
starts
me
by blocking.
wrong.
It starts by
You
blocking.
could probably through a mutual friend happen to stumble on a post that the person post and whatever because it will come up in your news feed or whatever. But you're not going to go out of your way, right? After you're scrolling, you're going to read the comments and you're going to like his pictures. So why are you leaving the hell's door open? Why are you leaving hell's door open? Why would you feel the need to hold on to leaving that door open?
She's a hellraiser.
You understand? Because at the end of the day, you're not doing the gentleman who wrote the letter any justice. You're just gonna be creating a monster for somebody else that is looking forward to meeting a guy of his nature. You understand? We need to stop hurting people, not because we are hurt that we need to hurt people. We need to sometimes take a step back and let people know where we at so that they can let us know if it's something that they're willing to walk through with us, or they're going to tell us, well, you need to sort out yourself. And when you finish sort out yourself, if it's something that you're still looking forward to, then hey, I'm gonna be here waiting for you when you sort out your business. You understand? But you're not gonna have somebody there with you, and then you're constantly going back and forth trying to figure out what your ex is doing. That is not right. It is not right. And like you said, I understand you going through, like you said, you went through a lot with that person. I understand that. But be honest with yourself, Sissy.
All right. Well, we have just about 5 minutes to go. Remind you folks that you can join the conversation for the next 4 minutes. That is at 724-0008 on our WhatsApp line or 4523046 our main line, or you could join the conversation on the Facebook Live on the official page of Radio Caribbean International. Let me see if I have any comments out there because I have to go back into all the comments. And we have something saying, keeping tabs as Black Man again. Keeping tabs for closure sounds like a toxic novel. He says she freeze and lock her phone. Move on with your life, bro. Yeah, let me see. Brother man, don't be delusional and oblivious. Oh, we read that one already. And yes, she's still seeing her ex on the side and she still got feelings on her side. Feelings for the man on her side. But folks, Liza, as we wind down, let's get into your advice for the caller, and maybe the young lady might be a Lettre fan, and she might identify with that situation and realize that it's about her.
Maybe. Who
So
knows?
let's talk to both of them.
Well, like I said earlier on, for the young lady, my advice to you, and I mean that sincerely, you need to put brakes on this new relationship that is blossoming, because you do not want to hurt this gentleman knowing that you're still keeping tabs on your ex, whether it's through TikTok, whether it's through Facebook, and really ask yourself if you're over the toxicity, if you over the trauma that you said that you have been through with this ex, and if he is really worth flip-flopping around, or in other words, having one foot in and one foot out in other relationships that you're gonna choose to have. You need to make a decision as to whether or not you're willing to close that door. And when I mean close that door, close it completely, seal it, lock it, and tell yourself that it's a reason why you all broke up, and there is a reason why it ended the way it ended, and you are not looking back, and rather you are looking to learn from it, and with learning comes growth. And with growth comes maturity.
Alright.
And then for the gentleman, I would like to say to him, keep on being level-headed. Keep on being the observant guy that you are. Don't change. There is nothing wrong in being insecure to a point where you ask your partner about any situation that may arise in the relationship.
And if you're looking for a girlfriend,
And
Amanda there.
I will say to him, he doesn't deserve to be in a relationship where he doesn't have somebody's full attention while he's giving them his full attention. He don't deserve that. So if he decides that he wants to stay to mend whatever that is broken with this young lady, that is an uphill task, and he will have to have a lot of patience and a lot of what ifs popping up in his mind. But if he doesn't, it's all well and good, because the flags are there.
All right, shout out Lorenzo. He just reached. Happy Thursday morning slash Wednesday afternoon, Team RCI. Hey, that guy is a deck.
Nah, man, he not a deck.
My partner, let me tell you, my advice, you saw the flags, your intuition can never be wrong. Trust me, it can't be wrong. That you're still invested in harmony emotionally, and I help you for you. Because you get hot and cold treatment, hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold. She's going to string you along as she's unhappy with whatever this guy is doing. Because obviously she's probably checking to see if there are any which girls. Listen, that girl have a lot of science. She know how many people like that one post per day. Which one? How many of them are women? How
That's a
many
lot
of
of work,
listen,
Miguel.
Roma is a Facebook statistician. She know all that.
That's
She
a
doing all that.
lot of work,
She
and
doing
that's a
all that,
lot
brother.
of hell to put yourself through as
It
a
is.
woman.
It is. But you know what?
Eh.
We like to torture ourselves. Stockholm. So my boy, in fact I believe it. Confront her one more time. Try and have that discussion with her, and just let her know that you are unhappy and you think this is the case, and you'll move. You don't want to sound paranoid, but I think you should confront her one more time, and don't worry. Things will work out for you better. Look, you have endless potential suitors. Just come and check
But
the Facebook Live there today.
and Miguel, last but not least, there we have to, as host of Letter, we have to commend this gentleman
For
on
writing.
his approach and
Yeah, the
writing.
maturity.
Yeah, man, because if it was somebody else, Miguel, I could have seen that letter turning out differently.
Yep. So of course the other two letters who did not make it today will be part of the randomizer next week. So don't worry, we're not going to miss out on any letters. We have letters for days, for days, for ways for doing it. But this is Mutu and Empressizer saying goodbye for another Lettre Wednesday
Bye now.
afternoon. Be safe on the road. The weather ain't all there.
Yes, it's wet.
Oh wow, it's really wet.
Yes, yes,
My
yes.
girl,
It's really,
I
really
could
wet
have picked up
outside.
baby girl Kaida is coming home. That is coming to pick
Yes.
you up soon. So
Right
I'll
now,
be there.
I wish somebody would have just pull up and give me a ride straight home.
But you know I right good. So relax, man.
I just say
You
that.
see how you saying that?
I just say that to make sure you'll give me a ride
But that's
to
what,
go
the
home.
first thing when I walk into the studio this afternoon, first thing like ask me, you get your car ready? All right, folks. Goodbye. Remember that lies brought to you by Fruitissimo. Marine is there. I go tell you what she come from doing, but Marine is there.
Come from gymming.
She come, so she come in wet like outside. Eh?
No.
One thing, Marina's even has come back looking the same way she went to leave. Eh? Fresh. I wonder if she's gymming for you. All right, that's true. All right, folks. Goodbye until tomorrow afternoon. Reminding you that I am also here for Youth Unplugged, brought to you by Youth Economy Agency, and of course, my special guest will be my younger brother, of whom I am proud. And you'd love to hear his story right now. In fact, he's graduating his master's this Friday. So we're going to have a chat with him just before he graduates. So tune in tomorrow, and I will see you soon.
And my girl, you know what they say about Fruitissimo, eh? Partner, you know what they say about Fruitissimo. My girl, you know what they say about Fruitissimo?
Boy, that's